Hello everyone, I am Oracle Unicorn and welcome to Shaman Messages. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, take what resonates and leave the rest. Put some things in your back pocket for later because you never know how it may help you with earlier situations in advance or situation in advance that you could put certain things together for yourself in the future, especially when it comes to watching your Venus, rising signs, like all the other signs in your chart too, and how it corresponds with you with the area of that chart that that planet represents. So do keep in mind that other videos can help you when it comes to putting together your own situation with your own kind of like advice you would like to take in with the situation that can give you your own ideas and help you to be able to kind of have a broader perspective in your situations that you may not have been able to without seeing certain things or hearing certain things that could help you as what we call as messages that we bring to you as readers. Now, if this week doesn't resonate with you, try again next week. It may help you more. And if you would like a personal reading with me that can really help you personally upon your situation, then the information for that is below in the description box. And this is a weekly reading for Aquarius. And if you would like to donate to my channel, the information for that is below as well. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the like, share, and subscribing greatly expands the channel. Thank you so much, and I appreciate all your views. So, Aquarius. I'm feeling the Shaman deck for y'all and these cards. What other messages do we have for our dear Aquariuses? Decision upon dedication. Choose being revealed on the ladder. Oh, well, this is interesting. I didn't even talk about the vocal cards before I went into the tarot cards. Huh. Usually I say some things with just the oracle cards before I read the whole storyline. They were wanting me to just read the storyline for y'all. That makes this very interesting, because it's been quite some time before I've just read a storyline. Is there anything else I would like to clarify? Yeah. Can you clarify the Knight of Roses for me, please? Alright. Aquarius. Whoa. Okay, Aquarius. I hope this isn't too loud. Okay. Y'all always have some interesting, complicated areas things when it comes to your readings. Okay, Aquarius. Th as off as this will sound and look, your overall is extremely positive. And I'm feeling okay. Okay. It's asking you to be aware and vibe check your environment and your situations. Kind of like step out of it and feel through your situations, okay, Aquarius? Because it's time for crayons about something that's going to come in. I feel it's a truth because your overall energy here, and it's going to be teaching you something, a truth that about a teaching that's bringing you a new beginning. Even though these are upside down, I feel it's because this is happening is how these are being switched, like it's being turned this way. Like you've been going through this kind of energy where this is in your energy and have been in your energy upside down. Okay? And at times it's flipped right side up at certain things that, okay, yeah, at certain points when it comes to this. And it's completing this that's happening for you, okay? Whatever that may be, love, work, like, be broad with it. Broad, okay? Be broad with it. I don't know why I said broad. Be broad with it. Play with these energies that I'm going to explain. And that's why it's asking you to put yourself in like third person view with yourself and your situations, which is why vibe check I feel is here, and feel through all of this, especially when it comes to this truth that's coming in for a new beginning. Yeah, because I literally flipped it like this instead of going back and saying it like this. So I feel it. It's being turned for you. It's like the wheel. It's like I'm surprised you didn't get the wheel. But you have the world, the world, the tree, you have the world in reverse. When it comes to struggle and bringing all the lessons and understandings together and knowing the direction you're literally about to take, that's ending a challenge of, I hear manipulation, okay? Ending a challenge of manipulation and bringing more truth to the table that was holding back your tower moment. It was like you were dodging this tower moment. That's what I feel. And that's why I feel like it's beautiful. Like you successfully turned this more beautifully into like a purest energy it could be. Which is like why I feel when it comes to what's clarifying your decision. I'll show you all these cards too. But this is my beginning spew. Okay. I needed all the cards to be here. That's why I didn't do it first. Okay, anyway. And you've already made this decision within it. They've made. This other person that you're dealing with, that whether it be someone from work, whether it be someone that maybe you're working to come in together in a love life with, or whether that be someone in your home environment that you're working with, they've already made a decision upon like something that's going to bring them more positivity. Or if this is vice versa, definitely switch the roles, but I'm going to read it as in how I feel for it right now, okay? And so I don't confuse the whole thing and I lose track of things and have to like feel as if I have to reverse it for those that, oh well, you know, that's me. And it's like, reverse it however you need to be reversed, okay? if that's how it fits you. If how it fits you is how I'm saying it, okay, roll with it within that way, okay? And if not, roll with it in a reverse thinking way. You're Aquarius, you can do that. So they've made a decision when it comes to this, and what is, some of you, it's made a decision about someone else that's possibly a fire sign, and like receive truth and understanding of a new beginning for themselves. Now, for some of you, it's there's this person that you're dealing with has made a decision about what's positive for themselves in their life, and it's slow and steady coming in for them, but they're coming into a dedication about a decision that's being made that's kind of like going around this tower moment with addictions and a challenge that's pulling them towards their purest potential of a road of clearing their path. And for some of you, that's how you've shifted into it. And for some of you, I feel as if like this card is, it's the devil, but it's in this deck it's the Guardian. Oh man, I don't want, for some reason I don't want to put these down. Like, this is the overall energy shift into what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put them down. And it's bringing you into a teaching and dropping burdens. Okay. Now, you got, okay, this is water, but I feel this is feeding yourself more positive energy and understanding when it comes to positive thoughts, and really shifting your energy into these positive thoughts. And it was slow and steady coming. It was kind of like you had to like go in and out with it, and test its boundaries, or them going in and out with it and testing its boundaries in more of an like trying to gain understanding and getting truth out of it, because your overall energy is the truth upside down. And making a decision, possibly for some of you, that when it involves love, and then this person make a decision about this. This is one of those that are going to sound very cryptic, okay? So take what resonates, leave the rest. Put some things in your back pocket, because even though it sounds cryptic right now, it may flow and click in your head later, okay? Alright, so as cryptic as this sounds, it purposely has to be said this way, okay? Because I'm not supposed to understand it the way you need to understand it, okay? So either you or this other person is clearly making a decision that about maybe possibly a tower moment and dedication into this new beginning, okay? And for some of you, it's this guardian person that you had a challenge with, but you're bringing joy to the table now. I know it's changed a little bit, but you'll be able to rewind it, and whichever one best suits you within your heartstrings, that's the one that suits you. That's why I like cryptically talk about it in the beginning, and also then start going into my storyline. Okay, so just so I'm not losing you. Okay. The truth of this coming out of the shadows, and some of you, it's this embodiment of the guardian of the shadows, and some of you, it's this person of this embodiment coming out of challenge and both y'all are clearing the path for a collaboration, okay? Aquarius, it's like a celebration going on too. Like, even though this seems off, because this is the Nine of Swords, but this Nine of Swords is dedication. So these are a little bit different. It's like it's shifted into dedication that brings this into a positive Tower moment. These cards are being shifted, and it's going to this truth is going to help you to bring in a great discernment of how you're going to pull in your abundance. And you're going to go through a cleansing with this person. A very strong, okay, a very strong, I see heart-to-heart conversation in my head. Of opening, of vulnerability, of wherever this may lead you and be within you and your heart. Whether some of you may it be a child, whether some of you may it be people around you, whether some of you that it's this representation of this eagle. Scorpio's animal is also eagle. I see an Aquarius. You may be dealing with another Aquarius flying above and seeing things in its truth of severity and coming out of a challenge and lack of discernment, lack of understanding, and you're celebrating into this truth. For some of you, you're celebrating into this truth and vulnerability with someone that you greatly love. That is, you're going to create a new path with this person. Coming into collaboration with this person. Coming out of struggle together. Both of you kind of like honoring your own guardians of the shadows. This is interesting. I'm feeling so many things in so many different areas, and to believe in yourself. That both of you have to step into believing in yourselves. That you are seeing the truth. Not that happen to feel as if you can create this. It's like a little bit easy for y'all when it comes to that, but that what y'all are seeing, that what you feel is true. To believe in it, that believe that it is abundantly, like, blessed in a way, okay? That it was purely brought together from everything, all the energies that you believe in, and that make a clear discernment. For those of you that have more than one people, make a clear discernment about your heart space when it comes to these people and who you choose to collaborate with, okay? Some of them are not going to be healthy. Some of them can just destroy. And there's this one person you've made a decision about, and it's like you're coming out of the struggle and understanding what it is that your heart is calling to, not just what you want, but what your heart is truly calling to. Yeah, instant feedback with your intuition about this decision and end of struggle. that it's wonderful. It's like a wish come true. I'm surprised you don't have the wish card here. Bringing in a lot of teaching and leading by example. Like, both of you are going to be leading by example very strongly. And that's how you're teaching. And some of you, it's like y'all are going to like be counselors of the guardian of the shadows and bringing people into joy and resurrecting from their challenges into a whole like beautiful healing, clearing their own paths of a way and truly being able to see and feel their world change, their whole world change, and understand things keep changing, but yet they walked more through their challenges in a very calming way and understanding, and more in an aspect of feeling home within themselves and whole too, home and whole, honoring the femininity and the masculine of the spirit within everything, the spirits within everything in itself as well, and the balance that we all each have in each other, with the balance of the both in the other person as well, and really being able to connect. Some of you, it's like really being able to connect with animals on a whole nother level now, and being able to teach, seeing that truth, and knowing that, and it's like coming out of strictly going through things in a traditional way and allowing yourself to really be able to create and nurture in a more positive vibration, in a more pure-hearted vibration. And it's fiery. Like everything's shifted. Everything's shifted. But it's for the better. It's because you have woo-woo. It's wonderful, and that's the top overall energy. And clear the path. And it's time to allow yourself to purely create more with this new, like, purity of your own nurturing, and not feeling like not feelings of being controlled or manipulated. It's like that energy is dissipated. And you really start honoring what you love and become at home with yourself, and being able to come together at home from the soul with this I feel this person coming in, like this person, I feel they have a very strong, like a very strong truth that they want to give. But it's going to feel like home to you when they come to you with this. It's very interesting. And you've already made up your mind. You've already made up the decision in this. And you're sticking to your guns and doing what you love and communicating it too. No matter whether something important to you becomes lost or not. You're staying true to you and your heart and how you feel in your heart space, and not allowing your thoughts to to hold you back from how you feel here. The struggle, the challenge is falling off in the old way. It's being shifted into a way of you're still going to go through trials and a little bit of hard times, but it's going to be easier on you. That's how it's coming off. It's how it's falling off. Like the burden is falling off of how you felt that you had to be. And it's no matter what the trial may be, it's not going to be or feel as hard for you in the future, because you're just gonna know it's just gonna work. You just feel a sense of like security and peace in this path that you're taking, and no longer allowing fear to like detour you. Like you'll still feel a little bit of fear in certain things, but it's not going to control you anymore. You're just going to be like, yeah, I feel that there, okay, cool, I will keep that. It's like you keep it kind of on the back burner. I know you're there, okay. And we'll get to that bridge when we get there. But you don't let it to, it's like you don't change what you want to do because of it being there. It's like you shift into, like, you could be in this kind of struggle and you feel still this abundance of peace. And it's like instant feedback of like knowing it's just going to work out for the better no matter what direction it goes. It's like you don't allow that fear to just hold you back anymore, that in doing what you love to do. But you're being aware of your choices more. Yeah, I feel that's why you have, like, clear the path, because you're being aware of your choices more and how it can affect others, but at the same time you're doing it in a more positive way, so that if you need to do certain things, you will do it in a most purest manner and the most nurturing, loving manner, because of the fact of you know what that energy can do for someone. How it can uplift someone, even if they, at that first initial moment, if they feel it's not helping or that it's an annoyance, it's like you won't like enforce too much, but you're giving just enough to be like, but here, I hear what you're saying, okay, but here, and I'll leave. It's like that's how you're handling it, and it's like because of this, you're teaching, and never underestimate the power of a seed. Okay, even though it doesn't seem like it was taken in at that moment and point in time, seeds grow. And right as I said that, my phone blooped green. It's been blooping green a lot. I don't know why, how, what's going on. But, and it's like a releasing of your own burdens and feeling like you are a burden upon people. It's like, no, I'm accepting of who and what I am and what I have to give. And if these people didn't necessarily in your own way need what you have to give, they would not have been in your life. Or they would make the decision to exit you out of their life. But if they haven't, stay as pure and as nurturing as possible. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I was told that all the time. And now I'm actually really instilling that within, like, really integrating that in my in myself, in my walk, in my like, I'm really integrating it now more in my daily life. um, like, I had to take yesterday. Like, these videos should have been gone out yesterday. I had to take yesterday for myself. I was not feeling up to par. All I could do was release and draw. Draw and release. Because that's how I release in my most purest, calming, healthy way. I draw. And that's all I could do for the last 24, maybe 48 hours. Was draw. And till now, I finally am able, feel released enough and calm to bring out a message. And this is the struggle I feel with some of you. It's like, it's your own struggles within yourself. And with your new direction, that could possibly bring a lot of fear and asking for a lot of dedication and trying to dodge tower moments the best you can. If it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. And the only thing you can do is walk through it with a sense of calmness. And if you feel like you really need to tell someone something from the most purest, kind-hearted way, in a nurturing way, in the nicest way, like, as if you're, like, also uplifting them too. I feel with practice, you'll really be able to, like, gain a comprehension on how to gain mastery into doing that. It took me quite a few times to be able to figure out how I was going to use my words in the most kindest, pure-hearted, nurturing way for someone's healing, because of my own healing. It was holding me back, holding it in. And at first I felt it was very selfish of me. But as long as I'm being nurturing about speaking about it and loving with it, even if it could be even if it is negative about something you want to come out with, but like nurturing towards them, especially if you can't really release it and it's weighing heavy on you. Some things, yeah, I guess it's better let go, but if it's not being let go, no matter how much you try to let it go or walk away from it, maybe your letting go is speaking about it, confronting it. Then I started to be afraid about what I may be doing to the other person about confronting it. And then I thought, well, if I didn't have the opportunity to confront that person, I wouldn't need to confront it, I guess. And then I thought about, well, I have the opportunity to confront, so maybe it's why I feel a need to do so. And there's a lot of other things I was able to just kind of let go. And it not kind of feel a sense of coming back to the forefront in my mind, of coming into racing thoughts about it. Sometimes some things, no matter how much you meditate on it, it still comes back up in your mind. It still comes back up in your forefront. At least it does for me. especially being a Sun Aquarius. So how else, I thought to myself, how else to be able to heal this then? And it's like, is it really selfish to talk to the other person about it? Or is it healing on both ends? I'm still I'm still kind of experimenting on this one. But listen to your heart about it. If you feel, follow the calling, follow the pull. And clear the path of what you expect it to be. Because it could turn out something very wonderful in your on your side. If not, and you get lashing out at, well, it was meant for that person to kind of lash out at you because that's healing them still. Because they're able to just, so it's still healing on that end, you know? But if you feel that you can truly, you know, heal without speaking upon the matter and keep going, well, maybe that's what's meant to happen. Because not everyone can truly understand and come into full view with that healing. And maybe it's teaching you on how both ways when to and when not to. Because I know I have both going on right now. I have one that I know to work through with only with myself. And that's my when not to. And my one that I constantly feel a pull towards, my when to, I slowly do it. I don't unload everything and every little question within like a week or within a few days. You know, I've been slowly, a little bit, and then back away. Give a little bit, and then back away. And then give to yourself. Like healing elements of like positive energies of things that is beautiful for you. And going back into the energy of you're amazing, everything's going to work out just fine, and not worry whether or how that's going to play out because of opening up. Because maybe it's happening for the both of you, so that the both of you can soulfully really heal, and then both of you are meant to move on and teach that very thing that the both of you went through with each other. But it was so intense, it had to be done in increments. And then this one, you'll see when it's this type of way of healing, when it comes with someone, is not talking about it, knowing everything's okay, completely clear the past with it, don't talk about it at all, and just know that you know that person knows, and you know what, we're just going to keep going in a loving and compassionate way and just love each other to the future. And that one was almost like more of a parenting type one, because it would have caused more hurt and friction than it would have if you handled this that way. So some things I do believe that it is healthier and more healing to leave it just the way it is and just give it compassion, and slow, even though they may have still resentment, you'll feel it true too. You really will. even though the resentment may still be there, keep nurturing it and keep giving it love and just keep going. And then and then also keep giving yourself a lot of love, because it's really hard and heavy when it comes to that kind of energy, and it can pull you down. But that's showing you, that's also giving you that strength, so that if you don't have the opportunity when it comes to someone and really being able to come together and heal and collaborate on a matter, then you understand and can feel and know how to get through it. Because then, instead of allowing that person to be given your compassion and it heals its energy, it's like love is more powerful than hate kind of energy healing. So it's like you're being taught two aspects. One aspect coming together in collaboration and bringing truth to the table because both of you are the type of souls that need it. And then another one that's like, no, your level's here, their level's here, and that's how it needs to be, because there is no level here for that kind of collaboration. And that's okay, because that's all they can handle. And they're the ones that need the compassion and love the most. You know? So that's why you can confront that person, because that person's learning how to give that compassion and love for themselves of what they're being confronted with. This one, no. You're shifting their energy just by being compassionate towards them and not bringing it up. Or by shifting also when you, the third way, you don't have that person there and you can't just give them compassion, because some of them will just be a soul sucker instead of like kind of like a balanced way of healing. Even though there's different levels, it still becomes a balanced way of healing. This level is like you have to give yourself all the compassion and just have protective boundaries with that person, because they are a kind of like a healing leech, and heal your own energy out of yourself and not even compute the healing within. They're just like feeling healed off of eating off of you. And that's how you'll really be able to see the direction and learn your own sense of like a rabbit hole of healing and how to handle it with different people. Wow, that's deep. Okay. And I feel that's why you have Clear the Path and Time for Crayons and Vibe Check. You're vibe checking all of those scenarios and those different people around you. And it could be helping more of your direction towards a level of healing with yourself and situations that you're going to actually have more control of and be able to purely walk with it, because I also see love heals fear. I saw that card there. Love heals fear. I'm surprised you don't have and just be yourself through it. And some things, give it time. Sleep on it before you really kind of like make a move. Ask yourself if this, what direction should you take when it comes to specific people, and really vibe check and feel that direction with those people, because some people can't handle that level and it'll make things worse. Some people can handle that level and it'll actually make things better for doing it. Just vibe check within yourself, sleep on it. Trust yourself, believe and trust yourself about the discernments that you can make. And you can have a controlled healing scenario and dropping the burdens in every situation of your life. where it'll really feel, you'll be going through a struggle of a situation, but it won't really feel like a struggle anymore. You'll just be like, hell yeah, this is like kind of like a new video game in a way of how I'm going to figure out how to change the vibration in this in a more healed and mature way of pursuing it. And I feel that's how you'll really be able to decipher that other person for you, your forever person, your twin flame, that person, okay, that is truly for you, because you'll be so much at this level that you'll be able to confront each other with anything and all of it. No matter what it is, no matter how weird or off it is, no matter how dark it even may be, you won't feel those insecurities. You and that other person, because you'll be on this kind of level. You won't feel like you have to hold yourself back from certain things to be able to have a more healing scenario out of it. Like, that's not the type of person that would be your forever person. Like, it really comes in decipherment when it comes to finding that forever person and having the patience to see who truly is that person. And not just listening to their words, but watching their actions. Watching their actions and what their heart is truly saying. And how they are as a healed or not healed person and what level they are at. Because if they're at this kind of level, you're not putting your, don't think of yourself as like a high horse and, oh, I'm more healed and da da da. No, you just came to it faster. But that's not your person. That person will end up with someone that's at that kind of level, and they were meant to be at that kind of healed area, and to find that they're forever person, okay? Not that you're better than them, or they're any better or not better than you, because we can all truly learn something from everyone and anyone anyway. Alright, Aquariuses. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate y'all. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing greatly expands the channel. And if you would like a personal reading with me, the information for that is below. And if you would like to donate to my channel, that would be greatly appreciated. And the information for that is below as well. I hope you have a beautiful night. Goodbye, Aquarius. See you next week.